Hello guys and welcome to Droom Discoveries YouTube channel. We have a very special car with us today. This is of course the MG Hector, but we have an exclusive for you. This is the Petrol automatic Hector, which of course no one has driven till now in terms of a review by any auto media house. So yes, we are bringing you sort of an exclusive. We have driven the diesel one, we have driven the petrol hybrid, and we have shown you the video and the review as well. But this time around we have the automatic for a very quick spin here in Noida. Of course, this is the same petrol motor that is found in the hybrid version of the Hector, but less power, less torque, and this time with a DCT or a dual clutch transmission. We will close the hood and go inside the car now to show you more about the automatic. Everything remains same on the inside of the Hector. You have this start-stop switch which you'll use to start the car. And of course, the change here is the inclusion of an automatic gear lever, which is not there in the hybrid version. The famous touchscreen infotainment. It is hot, but I'll keep the fan speed low. Anyways, back to the gearbox. A dual clutch automatic means DCT, and you have a normal conventional setup with P being parking, R being reverse, N being neutral, and of course in the drive mode you have the option to go into sport as well. The same is reflected on the display. You can see drive and it shows A. You can go into manual mode. Manual mode, basically you can shift the gears up or down as per your preference. So yes, everything else remains same about the MG Hector. The screen, by the way, has a 360 camera which you can switch off or you can switch on, and as compared to other cars you also have electronic brake switch which frees up more space over here. A 1.5 petrol motor which isn't too rev happy. It takes a time building up the revs. Even performance is somewhat, I would say, satisfactory if not excellent, and it's got to do with the small engine. But what the DCT automatic does is gives you convenience of driving which other cars don't do in the segment. The Harrier does not have an automatic as of now, and the Compass has an automatic, but it's a smaller vehicle, it's more expensive. But this one, in terms of your value proposition, is a very good bet in the segment. Remember, the automatic is available in the top two versions, so automatic is not there in the below two versions, the lower two versions. So you have all the bells and the whistles, sunroof, powered seats, internet inside, the voice command, and the works. Looks quite big. It's the longest vehicle in the segment, so road presence is simply not an issue. The car is been idling for a while, so the fan is on, and that's why you can hear that noise. But otherwise, on the move, it's not such a noisy car. It's quite smooth, quite silent. The gearbox also goes about doing its duties in an able manner. We were expecting slightly quicker gear changes. It's a DCT dual clutch, but frankly we're a bit disappointed, and that's mainly got to do with the engine capacity. Had this been a larger motor, things would have been very, very different. Anyways, this is the Hector for you. Feature loaded, convenient to drive, lots of space, and of course the DCT combination as well. By the way, we have the Harrier with us right over there, and we'll be bringing you a comparison between both the cars very soon, so do watch out for that. A quick showcase of how the cabin looks from the rear seat perspective. This is how the cabin looks, nicely laid out, and of course that huge screen and the panoramic sunroof. This one has a very, very huge sunroof. People do want this in the segment now, and this one offers that. It's very easy to operate. A single touch of the button and the huge roof opens up, making the interiors feel so much airy. Black interiors, we like it. Powered seats as well in the higher versions. The engine of the MG Hector automatic puts out 143 PS of power and 250 Nm of torque. While these figures seem impressive, remember the Hector is a heavy vehicle and hence performance is best termed as adequate. The creep function works well in traffic and this helps a lot in start-stop scenarios. As traffic starts moving, gentle inputs from the right foot sees the gearbox work effortlessly. This combined with a light steering and a plush ride makes the Hector a very good city runabout. The fuss-free nature of the car will be loved by most. However, when you want to get going in a rapid manner or want to execute a quick overtaking maneuver, you are in for a disappointment. The DCT or the dual clutch transmission takes its own time responding to your immediate requirements, and this takes out the joy from driving this vehicle. Enthusiasts will be disappointed and the only way out is to use the manual mode. Flick the gear lever to the right and you can take charge of the gear shifts. This works better and the engine provides enough punch at higher revs. One thing we do like about the Hector automatic is its ability to chew up miles out on open roads. Talking of which, the Hector continues to reward its occupants with a comfortable ride. The suspension is clearly tuned towards comfort than for attacking a set of corners. It tends to absorb undulations in a better way than say the Tata Harrier and the Mahindra XUV. The steering too remains light but needs some amount of inputs at higher speeds. Body roll is evident too, and you need to consider the weight and size of the vehicle before changing lanes at higher speeds. But all said and done, at this price and with the amount of features on offer, the MG Hector automatic does make for a compelling buy.